chaise musicale, comme si je fais 200 000 en vente digitale. Mon gros, même ta meuf écoute la ligue. T'as peur de la quand je fais la fête. C'est toi qui passe, c'est moi qui. Tu penses que c'est l'entourage, mais c'est moi qui leak. Carré, je suis solide, si tu m'aimes, MMA, fort. Tu veux les filles, je suis dans le club, tu parles trop fort. 1 million, 2 millions, je veux 800 d'or. Je connais le avant les fiscs et tous les arts. Beaucoup de papier, pas de langue. Moi, je ça coûte une jambe. Tout le monde veut goûter.
I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Here's Shepard. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
A nice shot by Mitchell.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Duren. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Up top, Miller. To the paint. Duren with a steal. And now the Raptors on the break. And the finish on the break with the slam.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's good.
So few players still use the hook shot, but it's a tremendous weapon when done right.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Here's Miller. Rebounded by Ingram. Pass to Shepard. From downtown. And the Raptors, another three.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and Coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper-aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Orlando. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Miller. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Covered by Duren. The hook shot. To the wing on the left. To the inside. Duren with a steal. Ingram with the ball. Guarded now by Black. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Down low. Pass to Shepard. Just 5 to shoot. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
There's a minute 12 left in the opening quarter. It's intercepted. Pass to Dick. Here's the three. Orlando with the rebound.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
Yeah, going straight up with those long arms. Duren flat out, a brick wall around the rim.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Toronto?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in scoring opportunities.
Now here's Dick. Pass to Whiteside. And the shot goes in.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Here's Williams. The rebound by Whiteside.
Oh, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Sinks the tray. Dick's got 5.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around. That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the
Orlando.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And they need to continue that edge on defense. If your opponent is rattled, just dial up the pressure even more.
Miller outside. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's Whiteside with the finish.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
Now quickly, pass to Joe. Fires the three. The rebound by Jackson. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I'd have been lying to you. BA, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Here's Holland. Into the lane. Here's Whiteside. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
Toronto shooting their first foul shot of the game. Well, Tim, offensive efficiency has soared in recent seasons. So what has that done to the defensive landscape?
Well, offenses now are always hunting for the weakest link. So individually, even if you can guard your own position, you may end up in a difficult switch where you are at a disadvantage.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
With the teardrop. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Whiteside. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Orlando moving the ball around. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Raptors. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Raptors. Toronto leading by 15. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Pass to Quickly. 6 to shoot. Here's Joe. Puts up a three. And the three-pointer goes. Joe's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. Magic trail by 18. Outside Mitchell. Inside. It's tipped. Duren with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Pass to Shepherd. Gets it to go from the corner. Shepherd's got 9.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And a fast break now for the Raptors. 1:11 left in the first half of this game. Puts it up, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. .51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The shot by Ingram, no good. A challenging stretch for Orlando here. Here's Mitchell. Here he goes. Bradley. And he goes in for the dunk.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Shepherd. Clock at 6. Fires the three. And that one's no good. He's 5 of 7 in this one. To the middle. Now here's Howard. Shoots over Shepherd. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. There's a screen. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Over his career, Mitchell has developed his playmaking for others, a great skill to have.
Dick, off target from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Down low. Black, right side. Miller on the wing. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Dick. Abdul-Jabbar misses. Toronto leading by 18. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. The shot by Ingram, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And so here is Toronto. And going back to high school in North Carolina. 4 state championships for Brandon Ingram, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, he made a name for himself early as the number 2 pick in 2016. He was an all-star and then most improved in 2020. The question is, can he get back to winning at the highest level?
There are some big-time players in this league, but who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big 3, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Magic trail by 20. Black, right side. Pass to Jackson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, covered by Duren. And he slams it in one-handed.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
And here's Ingram. Toronto passing it around. And the dunk by Duren.
And that is playing big down in the paint. Durant focused and flushing it home.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Brian, back over to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Ingram. There's the triple.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Quickly. Still no point. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Oh, that's a great block. Jackson protecting the house.
To the paint. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Raptors lead by 19. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And Dwight Howard picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. 1:52 left in the third. Left side Joe. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Pass to Bradley. The rebound by Whiteside. And so here is Toronto. Fades. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Magic trail by 21. Here's Bradley. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Bradley's got 6 points.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at. Finding ways to get his guys good shots.
Pass to Joe. To the inside. Stolen by Miller. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. Orlando will retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Howard, the screen. And he's going for the oop here. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
And in the last two possessions, they painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Magic trail by 19. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, the former dunk contest champ, Donovan Mitchell, showing off his bounce.
Outside Joe. Pass to Allen. Hits a three-pointer. And the Raptors lead by 20. Miller outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Toronto, ending the quarter with a...
The Magic, 20 seconds.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
And, you know, I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Raptors.
Substitution on the court.
Here's the pick. Ingram with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. And here's Shepherd for three. Hits the trifecta.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
There's Jackson with the three. Knocks it down from distance. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Magic trail by 20. Miller outside to the paint. Abdul-Jabbar. And slammed it home.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Ingram. And the Raptors lead by 20.
Well, that's a beautiful mid-range jumper that time by Ingram. Totally under control.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Blocked! In transition, here they come. Here's Dick. Gets the three to fall. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
You have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks too.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've created, pushing it every chance they get. So much easier to score when you get early looks.
On the wing, Grady Dick. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Outside for Ingram. And again, Toronto with a triple.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Miller with it. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Shots blocked.
Nice rejection right there by Duran. I see a big fella go after everything in there.
And that one's good. Ingram.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Pass to Shepherd. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
Outside Dick. Fires for three. Pure from three-point range. Dick's got 6 here in the quarter.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Raptors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Reed Sheppard.
Well, he did a great job involving everyone in the offense, setting guys up for scores, and the assist total shows it.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Second personal foul.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Quickly outside. And Mitchell over to help. For three, Allen. The shot won't fall.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll do it, folks.